Prime Minister Mia Mottley heads to St. Vincent and the Grenadines tomorrow for talks on LIAT. That's our top story in our Barbados Today Evening news update for Thursday, August the 16th. So glad you could join us. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Tough decisions have to be made to get LIAT back on track. The words of Prime Minister Mia Mottley ahead of a meeting with LIAT shareholder governments in Kingstown tomorrow. Underscoring the importance of the meeting, she says if the regional carrier is to be viable, it must be recapitalized and shareholders must play an even greater role in maintaining its operations. Mottley assured that they are keen to do whatever is necessary to ensure the airline's survival. LIAT's Chief Executive Officer Julie Reefer-Jones is expected to update the shareholders on the airline's operations at the talks. Now, Prime Minister Mottley will be accompanied by Tourism Minister Kerry Simmons and Acting Permanent Secretary in the Ministry, Francine Blackman. In other news, the executive of the Barbados Secondary Teachers Union will hold talks with Education Minister Cynthia Bradshaw tomorrow. On the agenda, the state of relations between the union and the ministry. BSTU President Mary Redmond will also be seeking to resolve what it called other serious matters of concern affecting its members. And the Barbados Workers Union is set to meet with workers at the Bridgetown port on Monday to discuss pressing concerns. This morning, workers staged a brief work stoppage but opted to return to work following consultations with their bargaining agent. It is still unclear what led to the action. Home sweet home. Today, 55-year-old amputee Eutis Forrest's dream to have a comfortable home came true. The former chauffeur and heavy-duty driver who lost his leg in 2012 was living in poor conditions when the Barbados Defense Force came to his aid. Today, the BDF handed Ford the keys to a renovated two-bedroom home, and he was delighted.
I feel alive. I feel happy, joyful. Everything you, as a new man right now. I think all the credit goes to Barbados Defense Force. My name is Mr. Maxwell. And his skill, and I thank them a lot. So, I can't really say that anymore other than I overwhelmed what happened. I didn't looking for it to happen, but it just happened. So I give thanks to the Almighty, Mr. Maxwell, for making it happen.
In sports now, the Barbados Tridents will be taking nothing for granted when they clash with winless St. Lucia Stars in their second match of the Hero Caribbean Premier League tomorrow night in Gros Islet. So says the team's assistant coach, Robin Peterson. Tridents won the opening match against the Guyana Amazon Warriors by 30 runs last Sunday to get their campaign off to a rousing start, while the Stars have lost their first 3 matches. However, with Stars boasting the likes of Captain Kieran Pollard and Australian David Warner, along with Mitchell McClenaghan and Darren Sammy, Peterson said it would be foolhardy for the Tridents not to bring their A game to the important contest at the Darren Sammy Cricket Ground. Peterson says the Tridents must be well prepared and focus on the basics they have been practicing over the last 2 weeks.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Barbados Today, news you can trust.
Welcome back with news from the region now. Trinidad and Tobago's Chief Justice Ivor Archie has lost his case at the Privy Council in which he had sought to stop the Law Association from inquiring into the allegations against him. The Chief Justice had maintained that there was apparent bias, bad faith, and procedural unfairness in the Law Association's investigations, but he failed to get the Court of Appeal to stop the Law Association from proceeding. The world is mourning the passing of the beloved Aretha Franklin, whose powerful voice made her the long-reigning queen of soul, with such hits as Respect and Chain of Fools. Franklin, who won 18 Grammy Awards and had some 25 gold records, died at her home in Detroit, surrounded by family and loved ones this morning at the age of 76. She had been battling advanced pancreatic cancer. Here's a look back at her distinguished career.
I come treated of the sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing.
She is considered by many to have had the greatest voice of all time. Aretha Franklin, forever known as the Queen of Soul, dead Thursday at the age of 76. Her remarkable catalog of hits, Respect, Chain of Fools, You Make Me Feel Like a Natural Woman, to name a few, ingrained in multiple generations of fans who found solace, strength, and hope through her unique ability to draw out a song's universal emotions.
How sweet.
Franklin sang for royalty, presidents, and the Pope. The first woman inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, she also won the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 2005, 18 Grammy Awards, and wept when a street was dedicated to her in Detroit, her hometown, where she died, surrounded by loved ones after a long battle with pancreatic cancer. Her family saying, quote, "We lost the matriarch and rock of our family." Born in Memphis, Franklin first sang in the church. Her father, the noted preacher and civil rights leader C.L. Franklin. Twice married, she had 2 children by age 17 and later 2 other sons. Health issues caused her to cancel several recent shows. She last sang publicly at an Elton John AIDS Foundation gala in November. World leaders, corporate titans, and entertainment giants expressing their love and respect. Barbra Streisand saying, quote, "It's difficult to conceive of a world without her."
And that's news and sports. But for the very latest, visit our website at www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, or like us on Facebook, and sign up for our breaking news alerts via WhatsApp. We are also on Izumi Media in bus terminals, as well as Screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. You can also hear us on Mix 96.9 FM. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Have a fantastic evening.